So when I was running businesses, all the bits that I used to run, esprit de corps, the pride in what you do and the loyalty to each other was the thing that you would be promoting all the time. And it then becomes a language as to how you reference the things that you do and the reference to other people around you. It's not as easy as it sounds to cultivate some of these things, because a lot of workplace cultures have the "I'm going to do you down because that brings me up" kind of thing.
Yeah.
The kind of, or the bitching, or any. I know it's not a fashionable thing to talk about, but there is that level of culture inside an organization, quite often inside an organization, and more often than not, it's actually driven by the incentives inside an organization. So when you're looking to create a culture that has the potential to be seductive and to have an esprit de corps, understanding how you promote people, understanding how you reward people, all of these kind of things need to be looked at, because if you don't, they can absolutely tear apart what is a very nicely working team, even if it's already existing. There's a very famous kind of marketeer called Peter Drucker, who once said that culture eats strategy for breakfast. I think you can go further than that, to be honest. I think you can say the op model eats both of those. So the operating model around how you incentivize, how you promote, how you put teams together. If you don't have that in a way that is conducive to giving the space to have seduction and delight, you will destroy it.
Yeah, and I think if you look at spectrum and look at pride, for example, and pride is the P in the word OOMPH for us, so it's pride and residence and everything that goes underneath that. You have on one end pride as a relationship that could emerge in a team, between an employee and a brand, etc., that they actually take sense in identifying with the brand. And then you have on the other end of the relationship and a level of hate, shame, I don't know, feeling of disgust or whatever that could be at some point that ends up having people leave the organizations. I'm not sure if any of the leaders in these organizations, intentionally try to cause that in organizations. I don't think anyone would want.
No,
yeah, but that's something that happens. The question is, what brings us from here, or most importantly, actually from those very negative emotions into that sense of pride.
Yeah. And it's always, people talk about it as being a journey, but I mean, it's always developing, and then it kind of crumbles a bit, and then it develops, and then the real world impinges and all sorts of things. But just having it as an ambition, that level of esprit de corps, I think is kind of critical to building an organization that's capable of delivering that seduction and delight.